of a charge card is American Express. Now, since you've got this card and you've been listening to the show, you know that your balances versus your limit are part of what makes up your credit score and helps you or hurts you when it comes to your credit utilization. So then how do charge cards fit into this? So with the credit card, if you've got a $10,000 limit and a $5,000 balance, and you divide 5,000 by the 10,000, you have a 50% credit utilization. We want to be at 30%, no higher than 30%. I got to make sure I say that. We want to be no higher than 30%. And maybe I'll tell you a little story about a question that popped up or a statement that popped up on Credit Score Comeback, which is why you need to get to that Facebook group, Credit Score Comeback, because there's a little back and forth on that about your utilization and where you need to be and what credit people say about that. So back to the charge card. So the credit card, if you had that $5,000 balance on that $10,000, then it's 50% credit utilization. You want to be at 30%, right? So then how does it work when you have no limit at all? So you have no limit when it comes to your charge card. So the question is your utilization always spectacular and great? You've got no limit at all. So it doesn't really matter how much money you have on it, how much money you have on your other credit cards then if it has no limit. Like where are they going to, how are they going to figure this out? How are they going to calculate this for you? Or is it always going to be, your utilization is always going to be well under 30%? It'll be 0.001 or whatever. How do they figure that out to try to accurately decide your credit worthiness and what your credit score should be? Here's what they do. So when you have a charge card, before I tell you that, so when you have a charge card, here's some things that do factor in when you've got that charge card versus a credit card. You've got that Amex, and let me just say Amex so hopefully nobody gets confused out there. You got the Amex, that's going to be your charge card from now on in the show. So you've got the American Express, and it has no limit, right? So here's how that particular card is going to factor in for you. It is going to factor in on your payment history. So how well you pay. Now you use it, you pay it off at the end of the month, right? So you're going to have 100% pay history on it, correct? All right, so it's using on your payment history. It is going to help you with your length of history as well. So if you opened it back in 2010, you've got this 8 coming up on 9 years worth of, history in there for you that is going to be helping your credit score go up or maintain, right? So it's going to be a long length of history. If you're going to get one next month in 2019, then it'll be, dragging down your length of history, right? So it's going to be, it can be used to calculate your payment history, and it's going to be used for your length of history. It'll also be used for your mix. So if you've got, both a healthy mix, a good revolving and good installment loans, then it's going to be a part of your mix as well. Here's what it's not going to be used for. It won't be used for your credit utilization. So if you thought that, you having this unlimited, no limit card is going to help you with your credit utilization, it does not. So it does not help you with your credit utilization. Now, Amex does have cards, I believe, that, you pay on a monthly basis. They do have some of those cards, I believe, now. I don't think they had them way back in the day, but they may have some of them now with so many different American Expresses that they have, like American Express Platinum. To me, it's obvious that will be a charge card, not a credit card. But so this is what it means, though. It won't be part of your credit utilization, so you can't calculate it in to help you reduce your utilization. So if you think, if I get one of these cards, then with no limit, there's nothing for them to compare to, and it'll help me out. It's not going to help you out in that regard. They have pulled that American Express out like it doesn't even exist when it comes to the credit utilization part. So it's not going to help you lower it. So if you're looking to lower your credit utilization by hook or crook, not necessarily by paying it down here or there, and you're like, let me go get a credit card where I can have a high balance. I'll never use it. It's going to bring down my credit utilization because now my credit limits have gone up and my utilization is down because there's a zero balance on that card. You'd be better off by getting the card somewhere else. Not a charge card, but a regular credit card with Bank of America, Regions Bank, U.S. Bank, First Midwest Bank. Pick a bank. You'd be better getting off one of those cards than trying to get an American Express cards. And typically, it's very difficult for someone with a quote-unquote bad credit score to get a charge card. Credit card you might be able to get, but a charge card where you have no limit is very difficult. It's very difficult for people to get that card if they don't have a very good credit score. So you got to have that very good credit score. You know you're going to pay that the high fee for every year. The annual fee is going to be high. But like I said, if you've got that reward points program down to a science, and you want to get 3 times as much now, or maybe even sometimes 10 times as much than you're getting from your regular card, from your Discover card, then you may want to look into one of the charge cards at American Express. I pretty much think that's all I got for that particular thing for us today. I think I might have another little tidbit for you about that, and we'll revamp. We'll go back over that. So let me give this a couple shout outs right quick. Nakia Hall celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday to you, Nakia Hall. Actually a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Happy birthday to you, Nakia. Latarsha Bailey, she celebrates a birthday. That is the first lady of Living Purpose Church right there in Aurora, Illinois. Happy birthday to you, Latarsha Bailey. Alan Bacon celebrated a birthday. Member of Phi Beta Sigma celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Alan Bacon. Ben McCall celebrated a birthday. Mr. Pokeman himself. You guys go to YouTube, check out Ben McCall, especially if you want to learn how to play poker and whatnot. He has a vlog about that. So Ben McCall, check him out on YouTube. Happy birthday to you, Brother Ben. Alette Washington, she celebrated her birthday, so happy birthday to you. Alette Lethay Pagese also celebrated her birthday. Happy birthday to you, Lethay. Damon Stewart celebrated their birthday as well. Sean Fuller celebrated their birthday. So all these people got birthday shout outs. I gotta say what's up to you, all you guys. And so let me do something else before I finish out with my last ones. Let's talk a little bit about collections. It might be a short show today. Let's talk a little bit about collections and the timing of it. So when it comes to your collections, if you have listened to my show, Collections How to Handle, and you got to go way back if you are scrolling through on whatever platform you're listening to the show on. You got to go way back to listen to this one. Maybe I'll do an update for that particular show at the end of the end of the year. Matter of fact, if somebody sends me an email that says, hey, do this update on the collection thing, I'll absolutely do the update on collection thing. 800@creditscoreman.com. That's 800@creditscoreman.com. So excuse me. So on your collections, end of the month, end of any month, but specifically end of the quarter. So the last month of the quarter, of whatever quarter it is, are good times for you to deal with your collections if you're trying to negotiate a settlement amount, a lower amount than what they say you actually owe. If you're trying to do that, those are great times to do it. So you can put them in priority. If you put them in priority, so the end of the quarter, the last month of the quarter is better than the first month of the quarter, right? But if you're in the first month of the quarter, you don't want to do it since 2019 is coming up upon us. You don't want to do it January the 2nd. It's the beginning of the month. Everybody's all fresh and new, and it's a new year, all that stuff. You don't want to start your negotiation then because they're feeling we have all the time in the world to negotiate, play hardball with this person. We'll get this money in here eventually, or we'll definitely get it in before the end of the month. If you want to go January, even though it's the first month of the quarter, then you want to do it toward the end of January. So, if they are calculating their the money that they're getting on a monthly basis, they want to get that in there before the month rolls over. Every month they want to reach whatever goal it is to get money in and collect different accounts. And maybe even the person you're talking to is getting that bonus at the end of the month. Every month they may be getting a bonus. Typically it's on a quarterly basis, but they may be doing that. So end of the month is the time you want to go dealing with any of those things. Specifically or better or optimal would be the end of the quarter, the last month of the quarter. And then this time of the year is basically the holy grail of you trying to get rid of some of these collections. So if you're trying to get rid of some of these collections, everybody knows that it's the holiday season. A lot of people don't have additional money. May have some money, but you don't have additional money to be giving up to somebody from something that you did 4 or 5 years ago. And so it may be difficult for those collection agents and agencies to get some money in the door to actually do some collecting. So here is a very good time to start it. Typically, I always say, whatever quarter you're in, whatever month that it is, you want to start late. You want to start the 25th of the month because typically they can get to you. You might be able to make a deal the same day if you're calling them and talking to them on the phone. But then it gives them a quote unquote a little breathing room just in case you don't follow through on what you said, the next day. Then they had the opportunity to give you a phone call again to try to get that money in on you. So if you call them on the 25th, then they had the opportunity to call you back on the 26th if they didn't receive that money, But if you, if you do it too late or too early, then they have all the time in the world. They can send you letters. They can do all these things to try to collect from you. So I like to start, the 25th, 26th, sometime even the 27th. I don't know what it is about September, but September the 27th seems to be a sweet day. I have sent so many people to start talking to their collection people on that particular day for years and years in a row, and it always works out perfectly for them. So it's something about September 27th when it comes to this collection thing and getting money off. I don't know what it is, but that definitely has worked out plenty of times for me. So I was talking to a client earlier this week, and we were, had settled down about, we're going to, deal with this collection. He's going to be able to deal with it at the end of the year. He's not going to spend a whole bunch of money for the holidays, or he's going to have additional money because bonus is coming. And so he's going to have additional money to, maybe take care of one or two of these collections. So the other day we were talking, it was like, okay, we're definitely going to do it. We took a look at the calendar, and I believe that December the 21st is it's an optimal day for you to go ahead and start these collections. And I'm going to tell you now, everything I do almost has a strategy down to the nth. So I want you, if you've got collections and you're going to be able to pay before the end of the year, if you're going to be able to pay, you want to start these negotiations with them, call them on December the 21st. Call them on December the 21st. I don't want you calling them at 9 a.m. I don't want you calling them at 10 a.m. I don't want you calling them on your lunch hour at noon. It's a Friday. I want you to call them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 2:30, 3 o'clock at the most. 2:30, 3 o'clock. Call them if you want to deal with them and get rid of these collections at a lower amount. Call them on December the 21st, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And why do you say that, Kevin? Why do you want to do that, Mr. 800 Credit Score Man? Why do you want to do that? You want to give them as limited time as possible. I don't care if 900 people are calling in there right then, right there. They got 900 people to deal with. It's a Friday. They know if they let you off that phone that you may not be subject to call them back ever, or they may not hear from you till after the holiday, right? So the 21st is a Friday. They're not going to talk to you on Saturday. Monday is Christmas Eve. Tuesday is Christmas. They might even be closed themselves on Wednesday the 26th, or they may not hear from you, that's for sure, on Wednesday the 26th. The 27th and the 28th, are Thursday and Friday, are probably the only time and the last time they'll ever be able to get some change in that company for 2018. It's the last time that they'll be able to do it. So if you call them on the 21st and they have these limited days, because the 31st is New Year's Eve. Tell me somebody's going to come in and pay you on New Year's Eve. They're getting ready to go out. They're preparing the eggnog. They're getting the champagne. I don't care if they're not even going out. They're getting ready to turn the ABC so they can watch, the ball drop in New York or whatever it is. But the chances of them thinking about you, a collection agent, on the 31st of December of any year are slim to none. It's already walked out the door, right? So you want to start December the 21st, and you want to give them a ring in the afternoon on December the 21st. Play hardball with them. If you